Top 10 Motorcycle News Stories of 2015. We're approaching the end of the year, which means it's time to look back at some of the top news stories in motorcycledom from 2015. The last 12 months saw a lot of ups and downs, and here's to hoping there will be more of the former in 2016. 10. Notable obituaries. We begin our countdown on a sad note by remembering some of the people we lost in 2015. This year saw the loss of several AMA Hall of Famers, racers, and an all-time great in Jeff Duke. 9. Kite shuts down. Parent company Tinico Incorporated of Lake Forest Hill. Yes, that means Kite was American-owned. Announced in July it would discontinue Kite's motorcycle fork operations. Tinico acquired Kite 7 years earlier in 2008, assuming the Italian brand's $15 million debt. 8. Villapito retires. Brian Villapito announced his retirement this summer after suffering a serious injury while competing in the MXGP Championship. Villapito was competing in his first MXGP season after having nothing left to prove in the United States, where he notched 9 AMA Supercross and Motocross titles in a stellar career. 7. Moto America. Professional road racing in America received a much-needed change with the inaugural Moto America Championship. Under the auspices of Grand Prix legend Wayne Rainey, Moto America gained the rights to promote superb bike racing from DMG and completely revamped the rules, bringing them more in line with the FIM's international regulations. 6. Nicky Hayden, the last American in MotoGP. One of the goals of Rainey's Moto America is to foster racing talent in the United States and develop racers that can re-establish America's place in the international motorcycle racing scene. As Moto America held its first season, America's last world champion competed in his final season in MotoGP. 5. Polaris acquires Bramo. Harley-Davidson shocked the motorcycle industry last year, revealing its Project Livewire electric prototype. This year, it was America's other major motorcycle maker, Polaris Industries, that took a big step forward and beat HD to market with an electric bike through its acquisition of Bramo's motorcycle business. 4. Recalls. Vehicle recalls made headlines this year, most notably in the car industry, with a massive airbag recall and an upcoming recall to correct Volkswagen's emission test dodging shenanigans. This year also saw a number of significant recalls affecting several thousands of motorcycles. 3. Harley-Davidson layoffs. The first layoff affected 169 employees at the Harley-Davidson Vehicle and Powertrain Operations Plant in Kansas City. What made this look bad is the Kansas City factory is where Harley-Davidson street models for the North American market are assembled. Meanwhile, street models bound for other markets are made in India. The optics of an all-American brand like Harley-Davidson laying off workers in the United States while paying people in India to do the same job looked dreadful. 2. Rossi vs Marquez. If you were a MotoGP fan this season, you were either on Team Rossi or Team Marquez. On one side you have the charismatic Valentino Rossi, at age 36, having a resurgent season with possibly his final shot at a 10th World Championship. On the other you have Marc Marquez, the talented young upstart with 2 Moto titles already to his name at the age of 22. 1. Eric Buell Racing. The odyssey of Eric Buell took another sudden turn this year when his company filed for Chapter 128,